Yeah, we need a second Tim's cup now.
You know what we also need? We need some electro swing in this room. That's what we need.
There's a video player right there. Put whatever you want on.
No, I'm good. I'm just listening to my Spotify.
Wow. Okay.
Wow,
That's
we
fine.
need electro swing, but like, who would imagine using the video player that's right there at your feet?
It's like built into the world. That's
Is
crazy.
it, can we actually like use it?
Yeah.
No, it's just there for show.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's just on the floor to confuse the Roomba.
Enter text.
Yo, I should add that to my armor.
Just a video player.
Yeah.
Can you? Is it even possible?
No. That's the whole
Cool.
point. Is it's not
You
possible.
know, it probably used to be possible with when you were able to use the UI layer.
Look, put it right here on the other side of your arm. People
Yeah.
can come up and you'll be like, look, you can put a link in here and it'll play through my armor.
Oh, they'd be trying to click forever trying to find it.
Trying to find the spot. And then you could hit with your other hand, hit it like watch, look, and have the text right out because that's your animation. And this is it's just filled up, and then you hit enter, and then the music starts.
Yo, you got to do that for April Fools. That'd be so sick. Can you quit playing footsie?
No.
We got a podcast to film.
You should have been recording this whole time.
I have been.
What if I just get like a plane and just be...
I owe you a what?
A game of pickup
A
sticks.
plane.
Pickup sticks.
Yeah. Now that we can actually control our fingers, we can play pickup sticks. Remember?
Oh,
That's
right.
dumb. I'm gonna play
You're
bowling
dumb.
cup. Fuck you, bowling cup.
I think,
Playing sticks later.
I think. And stuff.
Hey, remember
Stuff are indeed a thing.
remember stick and wheel?
Hey, remember Stick and Rock?
Remember Oonga Boonga?
I
Wait, what was the line of Johnson's? You know, back in my day, we had a rock, and we had to share between the whole platoon.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. This is way
Them
better than that, 'cause
fancy
I'm not a
kids
Johnson.
and their
I'm nowhere close to
scorpions.
as badass.
Stick with the
HSP
Master Chief.
divine intervention.
He'll know what to do.
What was it? If God is love, you call me Cupid. Totally didn't work out
Alright.
for you.
Thanks for the tank. He never gets me anything.
Oh,
Oh, I
the
know
fuck?
what
Where
the
did you go
ladies
find
like.
Evo? The fuck,
What?
man?
You look nice.
Thanks.
Cool. Evo
Really?
got it. Sloan kind of got it.
You guys
He
didn't
was
get it?
late, but he got it. Okay, I cannot read that.
Someone forgot to play the campaign.
Oh yeah, Blaps never played it though. Oh no, yeah, he has.
Played what campaign?
The thing that you do and stuff.
The thing that you do.
It's a line in
Optics.
Halo 2.
Totally Fred.
Every time I hate you.
Do you have any idea how expensive this gear is, son?
Tell
Tell
that
that
to
to
the
the
comment.
company.
Do you have any idea how expensive this gear is, since?
Dude, I was actually sad when he died. Like when he died right in front of you. I was actually kind of sad. I was
You
like,
know,
"Oh,
he doesn't have to die.
You can save him.
You can save him.
Yeah, we're not talking about modding or anything here.
No, just like
Just gotta be
regular
fast.
game. Just be fast.
Cool. Didn't know that. I'll have to
Yeah,
attempt
you
that
can
sometime.
save almost every Marine in every Halo game that way.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the achievement
yeah,
for it.
I in Halo 2, I made it my mission to keep
Oh
every
my
Marine
god,
alive.
nice frames, dude. Why? I hate this trash game so much.
You don't have index, right? Do you?
Dude, aren't you 90 frames on your desktop
Alright,
though?
let's play.
Yeah.
Well, just record your
I don't remember
desktop.
the rules of this.
Okay. Do you remember how
What?
to play pickup sticks?
Okay, when you have the stream camera
I
set
don't
up,
remember. But
it changes
so
what your
you start out
desktop
with,
view
you know,
projects
So then
to
when I
what the
hit you
camera
here,
sees.
You have
Right.
So
two
if your
is a double.
desktop is 90
Mhm.
frames,
So
it
then you
doesn't
have two.
matter.
No, it doesn't work
Your
like that.
headset's
It's
45.
it's rendering at what it's rendering at. It's
And then you have to. The game is to completely.
You
Dude, if
can't
I look
get
at my
rid of
little
both the
thing,
opponent's
the little
hands.
icon at the top says
is
90.
And you
under
can still-
5 or is it over 5?
It's 5. If
Are
one
you
hand
sure
hits
about
5,
that?
then that one's out.
Well, I don't have that icon turned on, so
But then if
I
you
guess-
have 2,
I guess
if
we'll
you have
never know.
2, you can split it.
I mean, it definitely looks better than
And
30,
go back
but
to
it's.
2
I don't
hands.
think we're getting 90 frames.
So if it's an even number, you can split it like 4. You know, then that's 2 and 2.
Let's find out. Nope, 45
I
frames.
understand.
as long as it's steady, I guess.
You go first.
Why are we
No.
that many?
No.
I'm at 90.
You
Sort
don't
of.
have your camera open
I do.
with it on the stream.
Oh, what the?
An OBS recording.
Yeah, no, that hand's out.
I don't have OBS recording.
That's what's killing me.
No, that hand.
Mike, I just need a new graphics
Wait,
card.
no, I'm
I
at-
still don't have
I'm
one.
at 90 now.
You just need a second computer to do the recording on.
Yeah, that's what we really need. Just
Yeah.
something on desktop mode. If anybody has a
Wait,
second computer, now's the time.
I'll be getting one soon-ish. When are we getting new GPUs and CPUs?
Next year.
That's when I'm buying a new computer.
I got one here now. That's all that matters.
Wait a minute, gentle, look at me.
And that's how you play pickup sticks.
Alright, look the other way. Oh my god. When you look away from me, I get 90 frames. It's probably because of the
What?
visor.
Yeah, it's the visor.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's unfortunate.
I'm still getting pretty clean. Actually, yeah, I take that back. I go to like 45, and I look away from you. It's like 70, 80.
You're welcome.
I love you, gentle.
I look so good. I'm just
That's
helping you
that's
out.
why he doesn't release that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
Yeah.
much exactly why I've never released that.
Yeah. Is it a shade that does that? Or I thought it was a camera, right?
It's both,
Okay.
and
Oh, it's
both
just a
are
render
very
texture.
unoptimized.
Yeah, it's just a render text. I do the
That's-
same with my.
Yeah, it's kind of a render texture, but kind of not.
Okay.
All right. So,
It's,
are we ready?
I can just do this instead,
I'm just born ready.
which might just help a little bit.
You don't
No,
look
I'm
as
really
good.
short.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that doesn't
Switch
work.
back.
Switch back.
Well, I guess we could all play space down a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
No. Come on, guys.
There we go.
That's jacked.
There we go. Now Gentle's taller than us. Perfect.
Taller than you. Oh my god. I hate all of you.
Do you know what you mean? I'm only this tall.
On the stream, that looks
There
hilarious.
goes your tiny model.
Dude, I'm this many tall.
This
This mini tall.
Can you imagine if we did that?
This many.
If we just did a podcast where it's the same camera location, but we're all just standing on the desk like this tall.
I'd be down for
Did
that.
the whole podcast that way?
I'd be down for that.
I'm
I'd
tall
100%
again.
be down for that.
What?
I'm tall again.
Me too.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Finally grew.
Love being short.
Outstanding.
It's okay. You and Evo are about the same height.
Did you guys see my camera? Or no?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
well,
I see it right
no,
there. Right there.
Not anymore. It's that way.
Okay, Boop can see it.
I see it. It's right here.
You got another one over there.
Yeah, that's where it is right now.
It's tripping out.
Right here.
And then now it's over
got
there.
it.
Those are the spots I set up.
I got it.
Evo. Your visor looking
Shit.
good.
Thank you.
Got it. Fuck.
Who the fuck gave you that spine?
What are you doing?
It's actually retarded. Okay, we gonna do something or what?
I'll rip that spine armor off of you.
So, anyways,
You got to do that behind closed doors, Evo.
you know what I really
We
hate?
won't tell Gabs.
48.
I'll rip that
I hate
spine off
when we
of you
make
soon.
plans to do something, and then we get started, and then it just all falls apart. Like,
Oh,
no
yeah.
matter what it is, doesn't really matter. You could just be anything.
So
And then I'm
is
just
Lit
chilling,
joining?
waiting
Just
for it to
curious.
happen, and then
I don't know.
and then it collapses into mayhem, into nonsense.
So everything we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, I hate everything you do.
I mean,
Yeah.
last year went pretty well.
But you know what?
Yeah, but
Oh,
you know what
and
I
just
like?
Which
Just to counteract this, No, you know what? I don't like anything.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's
It
reasonable.
sounds about right. You know. Oh wait, no. There's one thing I like. Tim's.
You don't even like me, Sloan?
Not sponsored.
But it could be.
Gotta say that. Not sponsored. Sponsored by Bad Coffee.
I put in my week off for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
So
got
you're
enough hours
saying
finally.
you're saying that it's time to start planning that Vegas meetup?
Yep.
I thought it was next year.
Well, you're here to yeah.
That's what I
Next
thought
year.
too, but
Yeah, that's gonna be that. Yeah, that's gonna
Talking
be in
about
the
next
summer.
year, February.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about next year, January, first week of January is my birthday. When I'm turning 21, and Gentle's gonna drink with us for the first time.
right.
And you agreed to
so-
this. You
right.
agreed to this.
Right.
So it's
Sure.
is it January or is it February? What?
January. It's
January?
specifically January 5th is my birthday.
So
That's
when do we
not
want to do
I want
this?
to share my first drink with you guys.
You've never drank before?
No, well, legally.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
another topic for another day.
I mean, what? No, of course I never have. What do you mean?
I'm announcing it here first. Vegas meetup, January.
No, it's not.
No, it's not in
birthday.
January. That is
No.
way too
That's gonna be in the
fast.
summer. That's gonna be in the summer.
Like July maybe,
Yeah.
June.
Yeah.
So Boop,
So,
where'd you disappear to?
Boop is
It's back here.
no longer with
I
us.
think you blocked
Oh,
all of us.
Come back out here. Hey, so while these guys are doing nothing in January, you want to go to Vegas for a weekend?
Seems
I'm
legit.
down. I'd
I'm
go with you guys.
good.
I'm like,
You good?
I'm good.
It's only $120 if we fly from Bellingham.
God,
Sloan,
that's
if you
shame.
go, I'll see you there.
Maybe.
Round trip.
Sloan, if you go, I will see you there.
Sick. We can crash on Kilron's couch.
Hell yeah.
No, now I actually want to go.
Well,
Yeah.
it's too late. You already told me that it was too soon that you couldn't make January.
I can't make.
We didn't decide it on January.
We did not
did
ever
just
decide
now.
on that.
Well, you only
No,
promised that you were
Sloan,
going to
that's
drink
not how it
with us because
works.
you've never drinking with anybody, and Evo's been pestering you to drink. So you agreed to drink on my birthday.
I don't-
I didn't
Pester
say
him.
drink
I asked him.
like a lot. Just one drink, like a small sip
And
It's still something.
of Coca-Cola.
You
No,
make Evo
you-
sound
no.
like he's peer pressuring Gentle.
not peer pressure.
That's definitely
ass
never
bro.
happened.
Sloan,
Yeah, he's,
December 13th on Friday is someone's birthday, and he can drink.
What should we do?
He said he's gonna join us.
Should we get him
Hey.
fucked up? So we make him buy tequila?
Oh my god. Tequila right
Don't get
away.
into that, man.
Don't do that to anybody.
I don't,
If you think
especially
about it,
Soma.
if you think about it, we'd be doing him a favor. If he started with tequila and he hated it, he might not drink for a little bit longer.
Or he might
Yeah.
immediately become an immense alcoholic.
Well, there's,
oh, like Steve Pro.
it's about 50% chance about.
I love
anything.
these public call-outs. That's really nice. I'm sure they appreciate
We're all
it.
alcoholics here.
It's true.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yet.
give it 5 weeks. Welcome to VR chat.
I don't have a problem.
We are your problem, Boop.
There he goes. There he goes.
There he goes.
Dude, that's not fair. I don't have any with me.
That's
Who
the
gets that?
telltale sign too, isn't? Because your arms are all wigging out and looking retarded.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm drinking, guys.
That's
Taking a
that's
drink.
all
Hold
fun.
on.
I'm
Give me a
drinking,
second.
guys.
Hold on.
Oh, also, hey, welcome to the first podcast. This is it. This is,
Oh shit! Hey guys.
Yo, Asad.
we plan to do a lot of interesting shit,
Try to, anyways.
Yeah,
and then
tried
this happened.
Which is interesting, if you ask me. It's always interesting.
Yeah, especially when you're here, Gentle.
Yeah, with your visor so shiny, so
Your
reflective.
beautiful visor.
Yeah, yours look good too.
It's
What
like
do you
you
mean?
could almost see yourself in it.
Yeah.
Look at you guys though. Look at it. There's a nice reflection probe here. I've spent a lot of time on the lighting.
I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
look
but
at
you
it.
can't see yourself in it.
Well, yeah, but
Yours is special.
yeah, look how good Boop looks.
I need to adjust the values.
Ooh,
on mine.
nice
Mine doesn't
spin
look
for
very
a spin.
fantastic.
Nice spin.
Yeah,
very,
it's very
well,
nice,
well
very nice.
thought out.
You got to do
Are
the.
you leaning on something, Boob?
So, who
No.
signed? So, how'd
Looks
that
like you're
NBA
leaning
go
on
with
something.
with Reach? Was it something we were allowed to talk about, or
Yeah, we can talk about some stuff, most stuff.
okay? Because I never got into it, so I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can talk about
Sad times.
almost everything.
All right,
Cool.
well, Jenel, tell us your thoughts since you got into the Reach flight.
Wait, which one did you get into?
This newest one that just ended like today, I think,
Nice.
tonight. Yeah, so they extended it because it was so successful. It was what was it, the 3rd or the 4th that it came out? They sent out invitations, and then like the 5th or the 6th they sent out 10,000 more invites, and then sometime last week they sent out 10,000 more, so that it ended up being like 50 or 60,000 people in the flight,
Holy shit.
which was
great.
crazy because it meant matchmaking was instant. You had a match
Oh, God,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
great.
already.
God, that made me want. I want to play.
I like the idea that they're in a flight and they have more people playing than, most games on Steam.
I know. Most
Haven't
modern
released
games,
yet.
like new
Haven't even
games.
released yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody plays new games for very long. It's
Yeah.
because they're all kind of bad.
Call of Duty.
Yep. Outer Worlds.
So, what did you think beyond the instant matchmaking? Like,
Okay, so it feels really weird, and I still don't know if the weird is good or bad because
Weird in what way?
it feels like the mouse literally is just tied to the right stick of a controller. I don't know how else to explain it.
Oh.
There's like a small input lag where it feels like mouse smoothing even when it's off. So aiming
there's no-
feels weird.
there's no settings that you can just go in and toggle anything to do with the
I
mouse
turned-
off, so it's just raw input.
Everything off. It's
Wow.
it's straight raw input. And they said in one of the posts that was something they were looking into. They were looking into like some kind of input lag. But the keyboard feels really good. The controls are laid out exactly like you would want them, other than armor abilities. They're all shift,
What?
Ooh.
which I mean could be fine, but you're sprinting one
mean-
second with shift, and that's what you're used to. And the next second you press shift, you're in armor lock.
Oh yeah, because you switched and you now
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
have
Yeah,
select on
and you
anymore.
didn't even pay any attention because you just changed games. So that's gonna
Right.
take a little bit to get used to.
I'd probably remap.
Can you
it.
not?
You can
Yeah,
remap
can you
things.
not remap it?
Yeah, but you can't do per armor ability.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
would want sprint to be shift.
Yeah,
just
like, no
because
matter
that's
what.
what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
But you might want jetpack to be F, or
Yeah.
double space, or something like that.
Yeah. I hope they add that. That'd be kind of nice.
So I don't know, but yeah, everything about it felt really good. The menus were good. It was laid out like MCC on Xbox, but cleaner. It felt like anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Last time I played,
I thought they would have brought back like the old Reach.
Felt like
No, I mean it's still MCC.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
The progression system's kind of cool. I'm usually not a fan of that, but I think it's going to be kind of cool. It feels like
Progression
Reach
system?
progression, but then they
Oh,
added like
bring-
a season pass layer to it.
Huh.
That's what a bunch of games have been doing lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Something
like
like that.
I should hate that, like from the bottom of my heart. But I did just hit level 100 in the Destiny season pass.
Yeah. And that's been okay.
So-
Like it's just useless garbage that's on the side and it doesn't bug you that much. Sometimes it's helpful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got every single exotic in there was a duplicate, so that's cool.
same for me. Fantastic. Love this game. But yeah,
I'm still like low as hell light level. Like I haven't even touched Destiny at all. So.
you should definitely
I'm
get
looking
on.
my ranks up right now.
Oh,
I just played Crucible at a low light level with them.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
playing
we
Iron
brought-
Banner with us.
We brought Evo to Iron Banner.
Like
He was going positive.
800 light.
I was at 800 light, and now I'm at like 870 some.
Get you up
876.
there.
Shax was right. Fastest way to forge your light is in the Crucible.
It's true. It's always been that way.
It's always been that way.
As it should be.
As it should be, Guardian. But yeah,
But yeah.
been pretty great.
Jinx.
jeez.
I'm really excited. And they're saying because of how successful this was, Reach will be out soon, TM.
Ooh, I love Soon
boy.
TM. Suntium's my favorite thing.
So
Fucking hate Suntium.
yeah, everybody hates. Oh my god, look
Oh
at it.
Bye.
Tim's.
Rendered.
Well, it was empty anyways. I drank it all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean my cup's kind of empty too. So.
Oh yeah, dedicated servers.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
really?
But there's a lag problem
Well,
with
naturally.
dedicated servers.
Naturally.
So, assuming they get that fixed, it's going to be really good. Because the registration was good, it was just delayed.
See, all
Oh,
they need to
okay.
do is just put them all on the West Coast and fuck the rest of the country. Easy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
West Coast, West Coast, dude.
Yeah, West Coast, Best Coast, duh.
Yeah, because
Obviously.
everybody on the planet lives in California.
Right.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. Gross.
Yeah,
I live in
Ca-
BC.
Yeah. I agree
California's
with
a
that.
joke.
Yeah, California. Can everyone come like stomp on the San Andreas Fault? Just like.
No,
Make
it's
it
fine.
fall
Your
into the ocean,
whole
but
the
extract me.
whole state is on fire, and it's been on fire for a long time, and it's gonna stay on fire, unfortunately.
Wait, they're still on fire? It's wintertime.
Yeah, it's November, and they're still on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, there was a fire like a week ago.
But fire stops in winter and comes back in summer.
Not
That's
in
just-
California.
Not in California. It's summer all year round, baby.
Oh, that's you guys' problem. Why don't you have winter?
But yeah, let me just turn on the winter switch. Yeah, let me. Just...
Well, yeah, that's what we
I
did. We
want
turned the winter
winter.
switch on.
Oh, okay.
The flames of vengeance burn eternal, Sloan.
Wait, so
Yeah, that too.
damn. I guess California did do a lot of weird shit.
They did a lot of weird stuff, and they still do. So,
Yeah, we do.
you know.
But like, are you telling me though that like you guys in the U.S. don't have a weather machine?
What do you mean? We were renting
No,
our
we
slot
don't
from
have access
China.
to we don't have access to Canadian technology. We don't have
Oh,
weather
China
machines.
got
and
yours.
We don't have
No,
internet transmitted
no,
over
no, no.
snow.
China had it the whole time. We just rent a slot from it, so we can make like a small amount of it, a small amount of
Wait.
change.
Is that why we're
Oh,
getting shitty
okay.
weather? Because like we have bad relations with them?
Probably.
Yeah. They're just
Yeah,
blocking
'cause-
the signal or
Because
something.
here we only let it rain at nighttime. Like it can't rain past like 8 p.m. Like that's when rain will start and it will stop at 5 a.m.
Do you
every
do you
night
literally
just to keep
Yeah.
the world, just to keep everything green and nice and fresh. And it doesn't
Okay.
it doesn't interfere with the workday either. So it's pretty nice. You'd like it.
Seems legit.
And in wintertime, we tell it that it's only allowed to snow like every, one winter is a weak winter. Like this winter, weak, only a couple feet of snow. But last winter, multiple
Only a couple
feet.
Only a couple
So-
feet.
You balance it out. One winter's bad, next winter's good, and this way you can still get some stuff done and not have to be completely broke throughout the entire season.
That would be
But
nice.
yeah. So you guys just need to get a weather machine. Fucking sort it out.
Yo,
That
can
would
you
be
share
nice.
that Canadian internet, or is just the internet over the snow?
No, you don't have enough snow. You just told me you don't even have winter.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you bring some over, please? Like, come on, dude.
Dude, look,
Yeah,
we can share the
ship it down in
technology of
trouble
setting our broadband speeds through the snow with you as soon as you get rid of all your cars and switch exclusively to 12 sled Huskies.
I'd be down for that. But,
Except California would never do that because they're
Yeah, we would never do that.
determined to spend all of the CO2 emissions on the production of lithium batteries. That's truly the only way to go forward from here. So,
Obviously.
sorry, Sloan, but
Well-
you're outdated.
Look, man, it's nice when you can take a dog sled to work.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah,
You
except
listen
for
to
when
that?
dogs get in a fight.
I can't
With
say
a
I've ever
lawnmower.
been thinking, I gotta get to work, but I do not want to drive. I would really love to have 12 Huskies and a stick right now.
You can't forget the
You've
sled.
never
You
thought
can't
that,
forget
dude?
the
I've
sled.
never thought that, and maybe it's just my dumb American brain, but.
Well,
Wow,
look,
now
man,
he's trying
like,
to pretend to be Canadian. Wow.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
'cause
but.
he started thinking about it, and now he's
I was
realizing
like,
that,
oh.
that a dog
She's
sled sounds
real
like a great way to
skooko
get
me.
around. Motherfucker, don't do that.
Don't do what, eh?
I'm leaving.
Good.
Wait,
That's all.
Sloan. Hmm.
That was nice
Silly
knowing him.
Canadians. No, you boob. Boob, no. I'm sorry. Okay,
Oh god.
okay.
That's cheating.
No, it's not.
That's cheating.
No, it's not.
How's that cheating?
Look at this guy. He's being a
What is he
freaking
cheating
gooch.
about?
Hey, Boop.
When you can't get down on the ground.
No.
Sloan, where are you?
I'm standing
Why
over
not?
here off camera, just
Why?
watching them.
Why?
I'm not hidden or nothing, dude. Like right here.
Although it just
Anyways,
kinda, like,
this
appears
bit's
for a
old.
second.
The Americans can't get anything done.
I'm on the
Get up.
ground now.
Get up.
Why?
We're
Get
in the
up.
middle of an intermission. We just cut. We're doing like one
No,
of
we
those static TV
Oh.
things.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
No,
Yes,
we're
we
not. We're doing this.
Oh, thank God, I can vape it now.
Oh, I think this is pretty tight.
Why are your feet missing? I
What?
Why
can
your
see
feet
through
missing?
your toe hole.
You what?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, he's
I
right.
can see through your toe hole to the floor.
I was
of your
shot
foot.
What
in the foot
rig are you using?
On the same spot on both sides.
Yeah.
on
Nice.
both sides.
All right. No, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm blind. Which tech suit rig are you
Hey,
using?
can you guys get back to your spots? You like, come on.
No, this is
It's
intermission. Fuck
intermission.
you.
I don't give a fuck. Get back to your spot.
You think I give a fuck? No.
Yeah, I do.
How long is intermission?
Get
I
up.
don't know.
No.
I guess until we
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
being retarded for a second.
You're not my dad.
Got me some water. It's warm.
So,
Alright.
do you see his tech suit?
Yeah, what
Intermission
about
it is.
Which rig are you using?
Bob's a weird dude. He's using Halo 4.
What do you mean? I was Halo 5.
Halo
See,
4.
there you go. That's
Oh,
how you
which
get the
rig
answer.
is it?
What?
No, but his rig is... Jensen, come look at this. This is like...
What?
A... Do you see the weight painting?
What's wrong with it?
Wires don't do that.
Oh, that's gross. What the fuck?
Yeah, that doesn't
oh,
look.
that's gross.
That doesn't look like. What happened?
I don't know. This is the one that I used the Halo 5 base in Badco. From the Mega file.
Oh.
From the mega file, that might be why.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean,
that
I
would
made this
do it.
forever ago. I just don't wear it very often at all.
I wish you would, because it looks sick, but you know it's Halo 5, so it's automatically trash.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I like it.
whatever. I think it looks
Even
sick.
though it's...
Oh yeah. Wait, we're not.
That's the only
recording,
one I know is blue.
We're still recording, but this is getting cut out. So I don't
Okay,
wanna-
right?
that was
Well,
dumb.
no, you guys. I'm hoping tomorrow Chroma will send me the Reach updated textures. I'm so excited.
Are they really updated?
Yeah, I sent you guys the picture, the comparison.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
kind
that's
of
on the
updated.
left.
then.
Yeah, the one on the left is the MCC texture, and the one on the right is what we currently have. And it comes out of the box with occlusion maps.
Nice. Yeah, those are just built into like the regular textures, but it will be nice to have high res ones.
And the lowest texture in Reach is 2K. All the textures are 2K or 4K.
What?
I don't
Yep.
believe it.
I don't believe that either.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
I also
tomorrow
I'm
Chroma's gonna
wondering
send me
why
the files, and,
like-
he said I can pass it to you guys.
this piece,
Mm.
even on MCC on PC, that looks like trash in Reach. That looks like 256 by 256 because that's what it is.
Oh, let me send you a picture then.
No, but I mean, why? No, I saw that picture. I mean, why does it look like trash
No,
in
no, I
game?
didn't send you more. He sent me more pictures this morning, which I don't think I sent you guys also.
Why does it look bad in game if the source textures are now 2K and like supposed to look nice?
I'll post this in our general chat if I can find the paste. There we go. There we go. That's the new texture for the TACpad. Like, look how fucking clean that looks.
Huh.
And it has an
Looks-
actual emission map. It looks fantastic.
It did before as well.
Yeah, that is not at all what it looks like in Reach.
Yeah, that's the file that he pulled out and was looking at and showing me. That's
I
just
like
one
it.
of them.
I like how it's still separate, like as its own. I still have the Atlas everything. Ugh.
Imagine not atlasing. Come on, dude.
All right, we're gonna end this and get back to what we were doing.
Yeah, back to what we were doing, whatever that
Alright.
was.
Positions. Where am I in my room? I'm over here. I need
Okay.
it over here.
Wait. No, wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you guys to tell me where it is, cause I don't see it.
To your, wait, stop
your
that.
right.
Stop. To your, well, behind
behind you.
and then immediate left.
All
Should
right,
be
all right.
there.
Like 3 feet in front of you.
Yeah. A little to your left.
Stop,
You're
stop,
going
stop.
past it. Stop.
Turn to your left. 90 degrees. There you go.
There you go. Should be right in front of you.
I can't grab it, I guess.
Forward,
It's
forward
too-
more.
Let me see if I
Like
can
straight
get it
that
pointing. I see it.
direction.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
I can't even see it anymore.
All right, everyone get your spots. I'll come back in there with the can or with the teams.
Positions.
Hey,
I just realized this table's gonna be
don't
really
mind me. I
crowded,
just gotta get right back to where I was. All right. Sorry about that. I had to go back to Tim's.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it is.
Oh,
Did
okay.
you bring me any?
Oh. No, Canadians only.
Oh, okay.
Oof. That's a yikes.
Hey,
Oh,
Boop, you want
Go with
some?
my green tea.
Yeah, dude. Pour some in.
Sick.
God, you guys are awful.
Uh,
My whole life, I've always wanted just one sip of Tim's.
Yeah.
I don't
Actually,
believe
good
you for a
Tim's.
second.
Because the current
Yeah,
Tim's
you
in
shouldn't.
the USA is garbage.
Tim's is not amazing or anything. It's just a coffee place.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just everywhere.
Yeah, and coffee
Like
places
Starbucks.
generally are not very good.
I would say get Timbits. Timbits are fucking awesome.
oh, yeah.
But
I will say though,
Or
that
chili.
Starbucks at Disneyland is pretty fucking bomb.
I don't like anything from Starbucks because, Starbucks.
You don't have any
I-
bucks to pay with from the stars, or
I don't have $9 to pay for a coffee, that's for sure. But maybe
that's
that's
expensive.
just me.
You know, they're only like $5 or $6.
$5 or $6, Blap.
Yeah,
I can have
for coffee,
12 cups of coffee for that.
I'm at
An
14,
extra
15 now, it's like
large-
nothing.
an extra large double is $2.10.
That's why they like Tim's.
Yeah, it's cheap.
That's cheap, because that's like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
dollar
they're
$1.60 in American.
Yeah.
That's
You- well,
really
actually,
cheap.
That's
You
coffee.
can get
It shouldn't be
at
expensive.
Starbucks. You
It's
can get
water.
their regular cup of coffee for like $2 or $3. But if
$2
you
to
wanna get their
$3.
stuff yeah, if you want to get their stuff that actually is like tastes better, has like a shot of espresso and things like that, it's a little more expensive.
Yeah, the stuff that they pour all the dairy products in and then complain that we're killing all the cows. And anyway,
Oh yeah,
Like
oh yeah.
what we're
Funny
talking
story too. I was also at I went to a Starbucks and was visiting a friend in LA, and the Starbucks there, we're having that straw thing where it's like, oh, plastic straws, no more of those.
Oh my
Well,
god, I
Oh
hate
no.
the straw thing so much.
Starbucks decided to have cardboard straws, but
Yeah.
get this, it was packaged in plastic.
Cardboard?
oh, of course it was. Of course it was. Seems legit, dude.
So this is A&W, right? This is a great example. Here is your A&W cup.
Okay.
They give you a cardboard straw, wrapped in paper, but this lid right here, that shit is plastic.
Yeah.
What's the point? What's the point? It's a waste of fucking. We're like, hey, look how green we are. We fucking switched from plastic straws to fucking,
Paper straws.
to paper straws. But this is still plastic. When I order an all Canadian, which is fucking 3 eggs, 3 sausage, 3 toast, 3 bacon, and hash browns, $6.99. Hell yeah, love it.
Nice.
That
Very
sounds
nice.
hella
Like
good
a
right
walking advertisement. Someone fucking shoot me. Anyways,
You're just looking at sponsor. It's okay.
that comes in plastic as well. The bottom tray is plastic and the top is plastic, and you just toss it out.
Wow.
This-
You put
Also,
it
it comes in a
recycling, though,
plastic
right?
bag.
Big boy
You put it in
brain
recycling
energy.
though.
No, I take it to a job site and I throw it on the ground after I'm done eating.
How Canadian of you.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, just a little bit disappointed.
There's no recycling on a job site, dude. It's just like a giant pile of garbage that gets burned.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's not wrong though.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind
mean,
of
That's how every job site is.
Yeah. Either that or there's
Big
one
size
guy
stuff.
whose sole
Size
job
stuff.
is to pick up everybody else's trash all day.
That's on big
Ooh.
sites. On big sites, there is that guy,
Yeah.
and his job is literally to walk around, pick up your food garbage, your wood waste, your metal waste, just all that stuff, but he still burns it.
Yeah. He sweeps the nails that you dropped, all of that
Yeah,
stuff. That's
yeah, he
like
keeps
his
everything
sole
clean.
job.
It's a terrible job.
But he's good at it.
He is good at it. His name's Tim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim or Eli. I've had an Eli before.
Alright.
All right, so Boop, tell us about your worlds you've been working on.
Worlds.
Yes.
Yeah, Club Boot, dude.
Gross.
That's sick, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
Gentle
no.
hasn't even seen it yet.
I opened a VR club. Ooh. But my newer world is a little bar, and it only plays initial swing.
Oh my
Nice.
god, yes. Yes.
Dude, I can't wait to see that.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, Black Betty.
It's okay. We'll go
Banana.
world hopping because you still got to see my world too, Gentle.
I do have to see that.
Oh, yeah, we need to see that new one.
You made a new
Wait.
world that's not in the rain?
Well, no, it's the same one, but they haven't seen it. Cause,
Oh, okay.
they
The,
haven't been
uh,
around.
the other new one.
Yeah,
Okay.
they haven't been around. You're the only, pretty much the only one that's seen it.
Okay.
Boop was
Small
there, but he
stabs.
only saw it in the room.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
John.
finish my world one day. Who knows?
One day.
Someday.
It's okay, maybe you'll draw inspiration from my world.
Evo, I thought you were working on a world. How's that going?
Yeah, with like cryopods and stuff. How's that going?
Mm, yeah, I just haven't gotten back to it yet.
Oh, because
I'm
you've been
working
sick.
on other stuff. No, that was a bit ago. That was during Halloween.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine now. I just
Oh, okay.
I had finished the Christmas model though, so that's
Ooh,
what I've
nice.
been working on lately.
Yeah, I need to get started on my Christmas model.
I
I've just
haven't
been
even
focusing on
started
world.
that yet.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what I'm gonna do for mine.
I'll be
I would love
honest.
to see you make a world.
I would
Dude,
like to see that.
I do.
Man, I'm
I
not
would
making
like
a
to see
world.
that.
I don't know how to do that. That's
Just-
like that's
just
like
be a
5
mountain of skulls on top would be his throne.
You make me sound like corn.
I mean,
Are you not?
Skulls
you-
for the skull throne,
Are
blood
you
for
not?
the
You
blood
literally have a
god.
Blood
skull
for the
mounted
blood
on
god.
your axe.
Well, yeah. Where else am I gonna put a skull of my enemies?
Okay.
on the weapon that defeated them, obviously.
Exactly.
Understandable. As long as it's not my skull.
Are you going to be defeated?
I hope not.
No. Obviously, yes. The real question is, are you going to be my enemy?
How could I be your enemy, Slum?
Somebody's got to do it.
And if
We'll
they
see.
don't,
We'll see, Blap.
Okay.
Right now, I don't think you're my enemy.
as long as you think that.
He's not even sure yet.
Hey, as long as you think that, we're in the clear.
It's okay. Sloan always had his head on straight, unlike the rest of us.
It's all the anger I let out.
Yeah, he lets
That's a
it out
good
in
idea.
Crucible and he comes in
That's true.
clear-headed.
Everyone else tries to hold on to that anger. Not me. Evo.
What?
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 Channel your anger into productivity.
Productivity.
Yeah, get on making that world, dude. Come on.
I don't want to make something while I'm angry.
You
And it's
make
just
the
gonna
best
become
stuff.
an edgy project.
That's also a
Evo
good
makes a
point.
new world. Floors are black. Roofs are fucking dripping blood. All the lighting is fucking red, and there's fog.
No, I think that would be
Oh,
Slime,
no.
though, just add a throne.
I just fucking. It's playing like. Oh, I gotta think of a band from like back when I still like knew edgy music.
Oh lord.
Shit.
I could see you making a world like that.
No, it had to be like new metal.
Yeah, so like no, like oh fuck. I can't. I don't know. We're just gonna. It's gonna have to just be playing "In the End" by Linkin Park the whole time. That's what I can think of right now.
Just on repeat over and over.
Over and over and over again. An end, when you finally make your way through the fog, you'll land in front of a TV, and it'll just be Naruto and Sasuke fighting in the Valley of the End.
Oh, there it is. But how could you ever have a Naruto clip without a Suicide Boys song, Sloan?
That's after my time. When I watched Naruto, it was all Linkin Park
Oh,
and Disturbed.
disturbed.
Disturbed. 10,000 fists in the air.
10,000
Oh,
feet.
you didn't watch one that had like Papa Roach on it?
Oh, yeah, I've seen a few with Papa Roach. Yo, that's the band. We'll be playing this world. Fucking Papa Roach, Last Resort.
No, I want some Getting Away with Murder. It's a good song.
What was that?
It's a good band.
There were good
Which one?
bands back in the day. There's still good bands. I like Windrose.
Yeah, Windrose is pretty good. There's a couple of good ones still.
I don't remember names.
Tool? Have you guys heard Tool's new album?
Tool has a new album.
Yeah, I'm in
Who's
love with
Tool?
it. It's amazing. It's the best thing they've ever done.
Who's Tool?
Oh my god, Blab.
Well, you can't just point your fingers at Blam. I don't know who Tool is either.
Evo. Tool is like
Thank you.
Oh my god.
everything. Tool invented like half of music.
Half of music, damn.
Like, I mean, it's not even a lie. It's like half of every genre or like riff that has ever existed came from Tool.
Wow. So he wasn't a tool, but he actually
It's
a
indeed
tool for music
thing.
making.
Wow,
Did you just try to make a pun using the same word?
Yeah.
twice.
What'd you think?
Terrible. Try harder.
Thank you.
Should hang out with Azzy. Azzy has the best puns in all of Bad Company.
He really does. As
Yeah,
he's
he
like
does. I
awesome
will
at
admit
everything.
Yeah.
Also, he
I don't
always
hear him
has
talk very
coffee.
often. Yeah, he always has a steaming cup of coffee. In
Smart
some
man.
Undertale avatar.
So,
So, Blap,
What's up?
what have you been working on beyond your world?
Beyond my world? Pretty much just my world. That and fixing the suit.
All right, okay.
Like,
Yeah,
what-
no Viseams or nothing?
Yeah, there's Viseams on it.
on that,
Don't want to talk about those? How they're terrible and evil, and you're a
What
monster?
do you mean? They're fantastic.
they're
Whatever
pretty,
you say.
pretty awful.
I think they're pretty fantastic.
I mean, nothing could ever dethrone Sloane's turtle, though.
yeah.
That's the best Viseams ever made by
Yeah.
far.
That's true. Although I will admit it's not entirely my fault. Gaiam actually rigged up the face using Rigify. Because I've never seen anybody use it, and it's actually
Oh.
pretty fascinating.
It's something, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you put that into you put my head in there, give it some bones.
Yeah.
It's an interesting process. You actually have to line up like it gives you a face rig. So like you have to line up the ears, nose, the little divot
Mhm.
right above your mouth, then all the way down your chin, your tongue, teeth, eyebrows, eyelids, and there's like it actually
That's a
forms
lot.
a face, and you have to move the bones to the locations of where those respective parts
Kind of
are.
like mix ammo then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
just
And
a-
then you have to
like in
actually
a
go
simpler
and fix the
form.
weight pay for it because it's not perfect, obviously.
Man, I remember using MixMO when I didn't know shit. Why? I don't know. It's fucking easier to just make a rig in Blender real quick than it is to fucking rely on MixMO to make something that doesn't twist your model into like a tracking loss nightmare. Just like fucking cover my tracker real quick and then, oh yeah, just like that. Sup, you guys? I'm MixMO.
Dude, I literally stop here if it stops tracking. Like nothing happens. I don't drift or anything.
You tell me you don't drift when you lose tracking?
No, I'm literally frozen right now. When the Steam 2.0 bases lose tracking, you just freeze.
It's definitely
I'm
not
just-
true of me.
No, for me, I just freeze. See, like I'm covering my
He
thing.
still
Like,
he still goes.
Yeah, my hip trackers do. My controllers stay still, but my trackers like still yeet off in the distance.
yeah, my hip is not tracking, but my feet are, and so just my hip doesn't move. So then,
Could you stop doing that?
You're breaking
Feel
my immersion.
comfortable.
do, 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 do. Alright, I'm coming back.
Alright, so that-
Okay,
So that was a tangent.
that was
Yeah.
something for sure.
Picking up my mug.
I was just showing the superiority of Steam 2.0 bases. No worries.
Okay, I want to talk about Christmas.
Oh,
Yes.
Christmas.
Okay. What about
I want to talk about a lot of things about Christmas. I want to do a Christmas world. I'm so sorry, I did not mean to do
Okay.
that. I want to do I just want to have like a big open optimized space. Christmas trees, all the decorations, pictures
instead of
on the
Star Wars, it's
wall,
helmets.
like just nothing except just an open space with Christmas decorations.
Okay.
Just for us to hang out with. We're not like world hopping. I don't want to sit in a box or in a pug for Christmas this year. Ever.
I always hang out in my room.
Okay, all right, I see your point, But allow me to raise this to you.
Absolutely.
Instead of making a world, just summon the world to the world we're in, so we can continue to spread Christmas cheer to everyone else.
All right, you're onto something there.
You know, summon some snow, some presents,
Yeah,
some stockings,
Like
a
the
tree.
only problem with that is all the worlds in this game are tiny and small and made for 3-foot tall anime chicks.
Right. So just
Mine's
duplicate it a bunch of times all over the place.
Right.
So when you turn it on, your bounds are like, 1,000 by 1,000, and all of us
Oh,
just fill up
God.
randomly with presents and snow and mistletoe and shit. And music sources at
No.
different locations. So when you
No.
toggle it on,
Okay, I
it
like that.
turns wherever you are into a nightmare from hell, except it's Christmas.
I kind of like that. We should do both. So then when we're not in the Christmas world, we can spread the Christmas cheer.
Okay, all right.
Just,
I hear
I
that.
just,
I
I
hear
just
that.
don't.
It would be good to have a big ass open Christmassy world for everyone to hang out in.
Yeah, I
for the
don't want.
Like that as well.
Because we want to take pictures. We're going to take a lot of pictures. I don't want
it has
those
to be
pictures
Halo
to
themed
be
somehow.
us all squeezed in front of the fireplace at the pug again this year.
Okay, that was a great picture.
That was a fantastic
became a
picture
Christmas
and
card.
probably the best night on VR chat ever.
Could we possibly get sword base and just decorate it?
So, like just all of sword base.
Yeah, just all of sword base. Just no
Yeah, we
covenant invasion. Just fucking it's Christmas time.
We could do that. We could do something. We'll figure it out.
I would genuinely be down
Think
for
of
that
something.
actually, because it's got to be Halo in some way.
I mean, I don't know. It just needs to be like
Oh,
big and
And
optimized.
I can take care of the animations of doing.
I have a way better
the
idea than
Santa
sword
sled.
base.
You know the Santa sled. You know how it normally goes, but it's the Santa
Oh.
sled. But then each of the reindeer, instead of reindeer, they're pelicans.
Get boobs a warthog. That'd be the sled.
Dude, why warthogs and not moas?
Yeah.
Oh, Moas, that's true.
The more.
No, but
Oh,
way
it's
better.
the warthog.
Yeah,
Way-
they make the
way
snow
better
warthog,
idea
but-
than sword base. We just take Blood Gulch and make it
Oh.
winter.
That's true. I like that better actually.
That'd
Yeah, I
be
kinda like that,
fucking
actually.
cool.
It has the two bases. One base can be the green base. The other base can be the
Python.
red base. I lost. What? Where'd I go? I'm still here.
Oh, you're here back. Hello.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because there was a mod for Halo Trial on PC.
I
It was-
played that mod.
You remember that mod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically Halo Trial.
Yes, only Halo Trial
On
was the only
Mac.
place on Mac. It was on the Windows one too, but it was made for Mac. That was great.
Oh my god.
I missed that. I still have a video recording of me playing that in like 2004.
Dude, Halo
Yo, can we get a copy of that? I want to see that. I
Halo
want to see
Trial.
if I can
2004
find it.
Gentle.
Halo Trial was like the first experience of mods, I swear to god. I was like, man, you know what I really want to do? I really want to fly a Pelican.
In Blood
Alright, let's
Gulch.
do it. In of course.
Yeah.
I really want energy swords and to be an elite.
Yeah.
But it's Halo 1, so they just swap you into the elite model.
There it was.
And you have the energy sword. You can't pick up guns. All you can do is swing the energy sword all super shitty like.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, and when you died, it disappeared every single time.
Yep.
That's cool.
Oh, it was good.
And there was AI that didn't sync across the network, so you were getting shot by an invisible enemy because you still got the damage from it. You just didn't see the enemies.
It's true. It's true. That was a thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Halo
those-
was a lot of fun.
That's freaking awesome.
See, that's what really brings me like hope for when Master Chief Collection hits PC.
I know.
Just for
The modding.
super garbage
The
mods
modding
that
is gonna be
that are
great.
just fun anyways.
I
I'm
think
excited
they'd be
for the Steam store,
allowing
dude. It's gonna
modding.
be crazy.
Are
They
they?
are. They already said that they're going to be allowing modding, but even
Okay.
if they say no, that
They
doesn't
can't
stop.
stop
Yeah,
us.
it doesn't stop people.
And once it hits PC, it's free game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's free. Yeah.
and
Well, technically it
you
won't be
know,
free, you have to pay for
sometimes
it.
you just want a whole new campaign
I'm
that
kinda
takes
saying.
place.
Lumoria. Play it.
Oh
It's
my
great.
god.
Yeah,
So
I've still yet to get through the campaign of SPV3, and then I'll be touching installation, and then Lumaria.
Lumoria was just remade by SPV3.
Oh, okay.
So now there's an
so I still
SPV3
haven't touched it. I'm
Lumoria.
trying to get through the campaign, but it took me like 45 minutes to get past a brute chieftain with a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
I was watching him for a little bit, and it was sad. He just
Yeah.
couldn't kill it.
I would walk around a corner.
It was
and
just one
I would
brute.
come around a blind corner
One
and there's just a guy.
brute.
Dude, there were 5, and there was one chieftain.
Yeah, but
And
only
I
one
didn't know
with a
which
rocket
one
launcher.
was the chieftain because it would randomly spawn, but it was guaranteed a brute chieftain spawn with a rocket launcher. And if I killed him, but then he destroyed the banshee, it was mission over because I couldn't get off the ledge. I would just fall off and die. So I'd have to restart because I'd have to save the banshee, and I would have to not die by a brute chieftain with a rocket launcher. And then I also had to survive brutes with LMGs and such.
LMGs.
You have a human one.
Oh. Brutes can
Yeah.
have that?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, when the
Yeah, if you
flood.
get far enough in there, it's
Oh,
when the flood.
yeah,
and
no,
they-
that makes
they-
sense. Yeah.
There's some of the terminals that they're like, oh, we've run out of ammo, and the Sankili don't want to dirty themselves with the human weapons, but the Kigyar and the brutes are picking up the human weapons, and so they're using the human weapons against you. It's terrifying,
That's,
especially a jackal with an actual human sniper. Yeah.
Can't imagine, like,
Yeah.
a brute with a magnum.
Dude, no, what he just said about the
Adequate.
jackal. Because you always count on jackals missing those 2 shots. Like if you can make them miss, which is already a difficulty.
Yeah.
Then they got that.
Oh my
They
god.
don't have
thing's
that with the
terrible.
human sniper.
Yeah.
They got 2 more shots,
Yeah.
and then just a.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
I did not think
Yeah.
about that.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's terrible.
But,
So
I mean,
that's yeah.
it's not
my
like...
dilemma.
Maybe it's different, though, because legendary jackals, it's a one-shot, regardless of where it is, body or headshot. Maybe the human sniper rifle is a 2-shot for body.
Maybe.
I mean, that's how it is in multiplayer.
Oh, they're both 2 shots in multiplayer.
Well, yeah, but in campaign, a beam rifle's a 1-shot, you're dead.
Dude, beam rifles are
That's
way
not true.
scarier than
It is
SPG,
true.
though.
On Legendary, in Halo 2, it doesn't matter where they shoot you. Shoot you in the foot, you're dead.
Nah, they just always shoot me in the head.
It seems that way. It really does. Yeah, sometimes they'll pop you in the leg when you jump on... What is that? What is the mission?
Delta Halo.
Delta Halo. At the end there, every time you jump over that cliff, he shoots you in the foot and you die. Every time.
That's why you take the ghost, drive it up the wall, and just
Yeah,
skip
if you
your
do,
way through the
that's the
whole
way
level
you
to the next one.
should do it, but
Yeah.
sometimes
Or
you gotta
even
try.
better, the scorpion.
Still have the scorpion.
Why the scorpion can drive up that wall? I don't know.
Because
It
it's
doesn't
a
have
scorpion.
boost. It's just like, fuck this, I'm going up here. It's like a 90-degree fucking angle. It's like you drive
Jesus
straight up the
Christ.
fucking wall.
That's how it should be. You see
Yeah,
those
that's how it should
treads?
Yeah, those treads are big.
Those are big boy
Fucking got
treads,
spikes
dude.
on 'em.
They all got suspension. They're all on the ground all the time. Pretty great.
I like the scorpion.
I do too. I saw a
I think the
video.
scorpion might be the best vehicle they've ever been in a video game.
Yeah, probably.
And I don't like. I mean, just for it looks cool, but it's also just really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun to use.
If they added the other one, what's it called? The Grizzly or something?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Grizzly is
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah,
sick.
the Grizzly's in SPV3, isn't it?
I don't think so.
No, maybe it's a different.
It's in
one.
Halo
But
Wars,
it's a
but
different. It's a
it's-
different variant tank in SPV3 where it has like dual cannons instead of the single scorpion cannon.
Yeah, that's a grizzly.
Yeah, it would be a Grizzly then.
yeah,
And as long
yeah.
as it's like main bores though. Because there's another one in Halo that's like little cannons, like 60 mils.
Mm.
I think the Grizzly is like 108s, and then there's a bigger one than that that's like 170s or something, like battleship cannons.
So you think in Halo Infinite, when we finally do get that, there will be a shit ton more vehicles for different roles? I feel like we were limited
Mm,
in the older games just because of
I'm really
Technology and
trying not
shit.
to get my hype up for Halo Infinite because the track record of the 4 and 5.
Yeah, me neither, but at
Bro.
the same time, like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
bro. Third time's the charm.
I mean, have you seen Chief's new armor?
That's true.
Yeah,
but that's just one tiny
Did they,
little
did they actually
thing.
explain the story on how he got floating out in space?
Well, no, see, it's like this. Halo 5 was so fucking stupid that they're ignoring it ever happened and making Halo Infinite instead.
Yes, but the problem with that though is that it isn't in his BIOS when it was. Isn't it like a new mark wasn't it like Mark 7 or something?
Yeah, it's Gen 3 Mark 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, how did he get it? Because that's a new model than
Right, because
did
Halo
he
5
get-
never happened, and so now something
Are they
else
skipping
happened
Halo
that put him in
5
space.
or
They're pretending that
skipping-
never happened because it's bad.
no Halo 5 or 4 and 5?
I don't know. Halo 4 on its own was actually not terrible.
It
Yeah,
was an
actually-
okay game.
Yeah, it was pretty okay.
Like the ending of it, when Cortana fucking uses all the hard light and destroys her fragments and shit to save Chief from the nuke going off, that was to us was the Didact getting killed, but really
Yeah, no.
the Didact survived in the book because.
Rip Black Team.
But anyways,
Mm.
that was a good ending.
It was.
And then they brought Cortana back for absolutely no
See,
fucking reason.
I've talked to people about this. I really genuinely wish what they would have done in Halo 5 is Chief having flashbacks and dealing with, not having Cortana. Because isn't it known
They did that in one of the old
having-
games before.
'cause-
I'm
'cause, yeah,
hearing
having an AI in your
feedback.
suit like
There's a-
speeds up
I
your
think it's
reaction time
audio
and
world.
the systems in the suit.
Yep.
So Chief going from having the best AI to going to not having the best AI anymore and bumbling around, and it'll be interesting to see him go back and fight insurrectionalists, which is what the Spartans are created for, because they're still around. They didn't just poof; they're still around. It's just never addressed in the
Yeah,
games.
no, they're more prominent than ever right now. But
Mhm.
regardless,
They will never ever let us have a game where we get to fight
other humans.
terrorists.
Yeah. Well, I don't like that idea. That's
Yeah.
that's my favorite thing about Halo, is like this is a huge collection of different beliefs and I don't know, governments in humanity they all hate each other. It's this crazy civil war. And then all of a sudden something so much worse than their differences comes and they have to be united for once to deal with it. It's like this story of redemption and hope and all of those things that you get in the childish like Disney movies, but in a real cool scenario.
But in the far grim dark
Yeah,
future.
don't with that,
Yeah.
that-
Okay, I mean
you bring it to
2552.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about Halo.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're saying you wouldn't want a game where you play as Marines taking out terrorists among different planets of humans.
See, Marine would be different.
I would definitely not want that ever.
I would love that.
What
would
what why
fucking
would you
love that.
play a Halo game if it was fighting humans?
That's what God's for.
Yeah, that's
the
what
same
that's
reason,
what like
the
Battlefield
same
and other
reason,
garbage
the
is.
same reason I would play as a Sangheli glassing human planets.
I would do that.
Like but this game you play as a fleet master.
Or
And
even
it's like
better.
an RTS.
It's an RTS. It's
Not
another
like
Halo Wars.
War. It's not Halo Wars though, because it's all in space and there's none of that shit. It's all like,
It's like
it's more like
Stellaris or Solaris or whatever it's called.
no. What's that one game that the people who play it get crazy fucking into it and they go on like 7-year long missions to fucking
Eve?
get to the top? Eve.
Yeah.
Oh my
No, that would be
Yeah.
pretty sick. All right,
So
I
it's
kinda
like
get
that.
Yeah.
And when you defeat the fleet that's guarding that planet, you get to glass it.
That'd be
Yeah, I kind of like that actually.
Kinda cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what would be interesting is to see like it's where it's normal, like you're having ops against the Covenant or the remainder of the Covenant, and then the insurrectionists are interrupting that mission. Somehow something like that, them coming in.
I
And,
mean,
you have to fight on two fronts.
But it doesn't
Dude,
make any
to me-
sense though.
No, to me it sounds like he's talking like that mission in Halo 2 where you start as the Arbiter. You got to go in, you
Kinda,
got to
yeah.
kill the fucking heretics,
Oh, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
right? Like maybe I get your point. You don't want to just only fight humans, but maybe it's you're an Oni squad, and you got to go and do some black site shit on Covenant worlds to weaken them, like or former Covenant since they've been dissolved. Like maybe you got to go to the Grunt home world and introduce a plague.
Okay.
Also, maybe you got to go take out just do some real dark shit that Oni does. Like if you read the books, they
Yeah,
do
'cause
some.
we all
they do
know
some
Oni
No,
dark
yeah.
shit.
I like the idea of like Oni ops and stuff. My problem is right now in the lore we're fighting AI and Guardians and Forerunners and Prometheans and all the crazy stuff that your average person cannot fight alone. So what sense
Oh.
does it make for there to be a Spartan shooting at a Guardian and insurrectionists to run in and be like, hey guys, we're here to help, but also shoot you at the same time because we're not scared of the giant, like, planet-sized enemy
Right.
that you're fighting.
100% understand that. That's why Halo 5 never happened.
Well, yeah, but even then we're talking about 12-foot aliens, which your standard human still can do nothing against.
That's not true. They did some shit.
Not really.
I see.
I mean,
a
grunts
Marine
maybe,
kill an
but
elite
yeah, in the game,
a few times.
once, twice, maybe, after I weakened his shields. I swear he did the work, though.
He did all the work.
I mean, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, like, from a plot point, because there's just, like, these ridiculously advanced aliens.
I mean, it could be along the lines of, you know, there's always the games where it's like and like Mass Effect, how what was his name of leader of Cerberus, the Elusive Man, how he wanted to control the Reapers. It's basically the same concept.
Oh,
You know,
I
this
don't like
big
that, though.
giant
Yeah.
thing, and he's trying to control, you know, this big giant thing, and the
I've never
insurrectionists
thought
do
of
something
Halo
the same
5 as like Mass Effect 3.
Oh yeah, no. I'm
until
not
now.
using it like that.
That's-
I'm using
yeah.
a comparison. You know.
No,
You're
no. Now,
kinda
that,
right,
now, that you,
though.
now that you said that, that's what Cortana feels like.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Cortana's been indoctrinated by the Reapers. I mean, the Guardians.
Sorry, I don't know what. I've never heard of this Cortana thing.
Oh, Jack Harper, the Elusive Man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he found these things called Guardians. They're giant death robots,
Sick.
and they're here to wipe out all life in the universe.
Oh, that's not super great.
Except it's worse because they want to police all life in the universe or something.
Oh, okay,
I'm
so
not
they're
actually sure.
communism.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure what the fuck Cortana's goal was.
No,
I mean,
literal
Elusive Man's
communism.
Goal was.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think her goal was to protect Chief, but from what I don't know.
No. She says that, like, the whole point of the created is to limit humanity from being able to hurt itself. Like the typical AI thing. Like if
Mhm.
if you keep
Protect
them
us.
from, if you wrap them in bubble wrap, they can't hurt each other. That's
Oh.
like literally their
Is
whole
that,
plan.
is that what she said?
Pretty much, yeah.
I haven't played Halo 5 in a while, but that's really fucking lame.
It's pretty
Yeah,
lame,
it
dude.
is.
Yeah.
That's
I
why she
never
put him in the
touched that.
Dyson Sphere, wasn't it?
You should play it. Like it's
No, you
terrible, but
shouldn't.
it's a type of terrible that you have to experience to know how bad it is.
No, you
Yikes.
should never.
It's super bad,
You
dude.
should-
You should never, ever, ever, ever even look
Check
at
it
the
out.
game.
Check it out. Check it out. You know how there's blue team, right? Chief's team.
Yeah.
So you know how they're like blue team's just like a name, right? It doesn't
Mm.
actually mean they're blue,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
And
Yeah,
every
it was
time we've seen them, like in that TV show, I forget the name of, that was really good, and blah blah blah. You know, in the books and shit, their armor's always been green,
Mm-hmm.
just like Chiefs. Okay, cool. So in Halo 5, their armor's blue, but Chiefs is still green.
so stupid.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
Well, Linda's like, isn't Linda white?
Whitish blue. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
gross. It's a gross like
Yeah, but
Non-
Kelly and Fred are straight blue, like blue team blue.
like blue.
Aren't we in like a
That's
like-
tan color though?
That's not okay.
Yeah, it's Linda.
Rosalind, okay.
It's not okay.
She's
It's
like a weird
ridiculous. It
color.
makes absolutely no sense. And then the other team that's led by the new dude Locke, who could have been a fine character if the trailers never lied to us.
Yeah.
He wears black armor. Buck wears black armor.
Silver
One of them wears red armor,
veil.
and the other one I think wears purple or something.
Yeah, what
Uh,
color was the other one? It was like
I don't know.
Olivia or
Yellow or
Olympia.
purple or it just.
Yeah,
Yes, those are
nonsense.
things that shouldn't bother a guy.
but they
but-
do.
It does,
but
because
dude.
you know who had colorful shit? Elites.
It's true.
And what were we? Big green mean style, killing all the fucking Covenant.
Yeah.
With a scorpion tank that Johnson
Style
brought.
can only get you so far.
See, like that's what I've said about the new armors and the colors and stuff forever. When Spartans were deployed, it's an 8-foot tall death machine. What color is it? It's green. It's camo. It looks human. The aliens are crazy colors. They're the bad guys. Now the Spartan 4s show up and they all look like aliens and they're all crazy colored. They're like bright yellow.
I know it
That
makes
doesn't look very
absolutely
human
no
military.
fucking sense. What made sense was when in Halo 4 they had Spec Ops or whatever the fuck. Not yeah, they had that, but they had War Games,
Yeah.
which was like an explanation for multiplayer.
Yeah.
That made sense. Like, oh, this is red team, this is blue team, because if we ran around with you all in green armor, it
be
would get
hard.
a little bit confusing
Yeah.
for our war games. Understandable.
Yeah.
Not deploying them in those colors.
No. Ever.
Also, they changed the Marines look in Halo 4 and 5,
Yeah.
and they gave them like white armor. White.
What?
White.
Lawnmowers.
Lawnmower.
Lawnmowers.
I'm back.
Yeah, but in 4,
Back.
they look like Reach.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Welcome back.
Evo, were you
They're
gone this
bad.
entire time?
Who's this
No. Said the lawnmowers, they're back.
Oh. Oh.
I thought you were saying
Evo's
I'm
missing
back.
shit over here. I
I was like, Evo, how the fuck did you go AFK standing up?
impressive.
Leave it to Evo.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you can just go to your Steam menu and then take off your head.
That's why I
Maybe
think
Santa.
Infinite's gonna be good, because they fucking, well, we've only seen Chief, but we've seen the Marines, and the Marines were back to being green.
Yeah.
I hope they fix
I love that.
the look of the
I have a
elites.
gif of the
I
of him
know.
just like,
I do too. They gotta have arms.
Yeah.
Those
I
are
can't
the
like
most
walk
annoying
like
thing.
brutes and stuff.
I know. They took away everything that was cool about anything in Halo and made it terrible. I don't
Dude,
understand
remember in
it.
Halo 2 when brutes were just straight up Wookiees?
They're
Yeah.
like savage
God.
caveman Wookiees.
They were
Yeah.
like fucking Wookiees. And then in Halo 3 they were like gorillas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very gorilla.
And then in 4 I don't think there was brutes.
No. And then in Reach, they were irrelevant characters that nobody cared about.
Yeah, in Reach they were like gorilla Wookiees.
But yeah, but in Reach they didn't like
that
pose
one
a threat.
chieftain in a mission. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, they were not part of the story really.
Control them.
Because I mean, I guess that's kind of right. They weren't really around at that point, but
Bram. Stop.
trade you.
well, we've been going for well over an hour now.
Oh, really?
Sick, nailed it. We did it. We did a
We did it.
podcast.
You did all right.
We did something, that's for sure.
We did
I don't know what it was, but
Well, we did
So,
something. We talked
anyways, shh,
about stuff.
everybody, I have an announcement to make. It is now time for an interesting segment. Probably my favorite part. It's time for Things Sloan Hates, the part of the show
Ooh,
where
sweet.
Sloan comes out and tells us about things he hates.
Oh, I thought I already did that when I was talking about how I hate all the stuff that we say that we're gonna do but don't do.
Yeah, you did, but that
Oh,
was kind of like in the
Forever
like the
ago?
first 15 seconds.
alright, fine. I'll do another thing that I hate.
Yeah.
I hate Blat's Nanachi.
Why you putting me on blast like that, man?
You already know I hate your Nanachi. Everyone knows I hate your Nanachi.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't hate every single Nanachi I see. It's actually pretty rare that I hate them.
You know, I know why.
Fucking
I know
hate
why.
yours.
I know
I
why.
hate yours from the
I know-
bottom of my heart.
I know why. I know why. Because I remember the very first interaction that you saw my Nanachi, you were like, Blap. I have a rule that I pet every Nanachi that I see in Blap. You're a Nanachi. I don't like this. And you proceed to bend down and pet me.
Oh!
I might have. I might have given you a head pat.
I still remember that.
No.
But
Don't
no,
like it.
that's there because I don't hate Nanachis. But yours.
Yes, it's because you had to
Yours,
pet a
I
fellow family
hate.
member.
I've seen other people in Nanachis who I know. Grumble goes in a Nanachi from time to time. But yours, there's something about it. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I hate it too.
I
It's not
hate
good.
it.
I think you just hate the fact that
Oh
I'm
my
wearing.
god.
I don't know. Russo has one too. Doesn't. I don't
Russo
hate it
has
nearly as much.
I think it's just because I'm wearing it. I think
Ooh.
because I remember your reluctance to
know.
pet me because you were like Blap. I have a
I got no problem doing this. Yeah, I
Yeah, 'cause
do.
I'm-
What am I
Yeah,
talking
you
about?
do,
Oh,
That's a lot better. That's right.
Yeah.
You know, physical violence. Yeah, but no, that's what I hate for this episode.
I also, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and like, here's the funny thing about this. Like, my whole idea was this, and I know we agree on a lot of things. We agree on a majority of things. I was really hoping, at some point, one of the things you hate will be something that someone else here just adores, and so it's gonna spark into like some crazy intelligent debate about what's like who's right. But I don't think that's gonna happen now. Actually,
What do you mean?
I
It
hate
could have happened just then
Blapsnonology.
and there.
I hate Blapsnonology. Everyone hates Blapsnonology.
well, not everybody.
Everybody.
No.
Everybody except Blap. Feels bad.
Oh.
No, thank you.
I don't know. I don't even go in Nanachi models anymore. That's how much I hate.
You were in one just like 2 days ago. What do you mean?
That's
You're in
that's a Nigel Thornberry avatar.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
different.
still Nanachi, which is still
Hey.
Nanachi.
Smashing.
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 I'm gonna do this with my hands. Smashing.
Oh god.
Okay, somebody wrap up.
Alright, I got this. Shit. I was gonna play space my way out of the roof, but I got stuck. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. That's a
That's a
wrap. Seems legit.
Oh my god.